Okay, guys, I'm trying something new here. So this is my first time to try a screen with my video, and you can see what's on my computer. So new things, new for me. So you will need to find this document. I'm gonna send it to you in several places because I don't know how it's gonna work best, honestly. But it should say loan interest. I'm gonna try to put it in Google Classroom as an attachment. I'm gonna probably email it to you, and I'll probably try to put it in the HyperDoc as well. So I'll try to put it in all three places. Well, no, well, hopefully you can find it in at least one of those places. So it should say loan interest on the top. You'll need a calculator today. That's what I'm trying to get my calculator pulled up right now. You'll need a calculator, so grab that. You know how your system is working best. Some of you have been writing on the assignments I've been sending out somehow. I don't know how you're doing that. I don't know if you're using Notability, or I saw there was something in Google Classroom you could write on PDFs with, so I don't know if some of you have been doing that. So whatever your system is, you are welcome to write on this. You are welcome to just copy this down with paper pencil and fill in the table as we go. That is fine too. Some of you have been printing the assignments and then doing it and then taking a picture of it, and that is fine too. I don't care. Figure out what your system is, and then you'll need to take a picture of this that you've completed it and turn it into Google Classroom. Okay. So we've been in the previous video. We talked a little bit about interest, and this is loan interest. This is the interest that I kind of call annoying because every time I really break down how much interest I'm paying back on my loans, it just makes me go crazy. So let's say we're going to do a few of these together, and then I'm going to have you do some of these on your own, okay? So let's say that I was able to buy the pickup of my dreams, which is a Dodge Ram 4-door, great big snazzy thing. And let's say I found one for $65,000. And let's say that loan interest right now is 5%, okay? So the amount of interest that I would have to pay back in 1 year, I'm going to do 5%, so 0.05 times 65,000. And that number is 3,250. And again, you can type this in if you know how to make that work, or just write it in paper pencil if you've just written this table down, up to you. So let's say that me and my bank agreed that I would pay this loan back in 5 years. So I'm going to do 3,250 times 5, because every year I'm going to have to pay back this amount right here, $3,250. So in 5 years, 3,250 times 5 is $16,250, and that's just in interest. So now the total amount to be paid back, including the principal amount. So this $16,250 is just the interest I'm paying back. My pickup that I bought is $65,000. So the total amount to be paid back, including the principal, I would take my interest, which is $16,250, plus my principal, which is $65,000. And that means I'm paying back a total of $81,250. Okay, so that's a lot. My $65,000 truck is now turned into an $81,000 truck. Now I want to figure out what my monthly payments would be, because whenever I pay the bank back, I pay them back a little bit each month. And so in 5 years, that would be, there's 12 months in every year. So that would be 60 months, because I would do 5 times 12, and that is 60. So I'm going to take that 81,250 and divide it by 60 months. And that means every month I'm going to have to pay my check to my loan lender is going to have to be for $1,354.17, it looks like. So this is the number I have in my calculator, and that's going to round to 17 cents, 0.1666, that'd be 0.17. So that would be the amount that I would have to pay back each month. I do have the option of paying that back in 6 years. So if this is the amount of interest I pay back in 1 year, then I'm going to do 3,250 times 6 this time. That would be $19,500 back in interest. So that would be my interest amount right here. And then I have my principal amount, which is right here. So I would do my interest, 19,500 plus 65,000. And that would be $84,500. Hopefully you need to be doing this with me so you can see where I'm getting these numbers set from. So I'm at $84,500. Then this is a 6-year loan, so that would be 72 months. So I'm going to take that number and divide that by 72. And that number is $1,173.61. $1,173.61. Oh, I put that in the wrong cell. Hold on. Put that over here. $1,173.61. Okay. Now, me and my bank also could have agreed on a 7-year loan. So if this is my amount of interest in 1 year, I'm going to punch in 3,250 times 7. So that's $22,750 in interest. And then I add that back to my principal amount, which was $65,000. I'm at $87,750. And that so 7 years times 12 to get my number of months, that's 84 months. So I'm going to take $87,750 divided by 84. And that is $1,044.64. Okay, so one thing that I wanted you to see, and again, if I went too fast and you're like, holy cow, where's she getting these numbers? Like, stop the video, go back, and listen again, and understand where these numbers are coming from. So one thing you might be asking yourself is, why would anybody do a 7-year loan and have to pay back $22,000 in interest when you could do a 5-year loan and only pay back $16,000 in interest? Well, here's why. I wanted to break it all the way down to the monthly payment. In order to pay it back in 5 years, my monthly payment is going to have to be higher versus if I have 7 years, that brings my monthly payment down a little bit. So depending on my job and how much income I bring in every month, kind of depends on what I need to agree on with my bank. I might not be able to afford $1,300.54 every month towards my vehicle, but I could maybe afford $1,044.64 every month, even though I'm going to be paying back more interest because we've spread it out over 7 years versus 5 years. That's made my monthly interest go down. Okay. All right. If you think that you are good to go, you are welcome to stop the video right now and continue on. I'm going to do one more example with everybody, and then example 3, I want you to do your card that you picked out. So you're going to put in your price right here. I want you to roll the dice, and if you roll a 1, then you have a 1% interest. If you roll a 2, you get a 2% interest. So you're going to roll the dice. You only get to roll once, no cheating. And write down what your interest rate is, and then you're going to figure out how much interest do you pay back in 1 year, and then I want you to figure out what yours would be for a 5-year, 6-year, and 7-year loan, just like we did up here. Okay. Then house loans are ridiculous. I want you to see the numbers for a house loan, and remember, house loans can be spread out over more years. So you'll notice as you do your house loan, you'll notice this interest rate is going to be unbelievable, these numbers that you get. But you'll notice your monthly payment is going to be going down. Now, 10 years, there's going to be 120 months in 10 years. So be sure when you're calculating this that you do 120. Okay? So if you think that you got this, you are welcome to get going. For those of you that don't, let's do another one together. I've always wanted to buy a school bus, just an old one to have. I thought it'd be fun to go trick-or-treating in it and stuff, so I don't have money to buy one, but I think it would be fun to have one. So let's say that I found a $15,000 used school bus and interest rate is going to be 7%. So I'm going to do 15,000 times 0.07, and that is $1,050. Punch it in yourself on your calculator and see, okay? So if me and my bank agree that I will pay that back in 5 years, I'm going to take that times 5. I will have to pay back a total amount of $5,250. I would take that $5,250 and add it back to my principal amount, which is $15,000, and that's $20,250. My monthly payment then on $20,250 in 5 years, so I'm going to divide that by 60, because 5 years, 12 months in every year, 5 times 12 is 60. That means my monthly payment is going to be $337.50. Okay, now for a 6-year loan, I would do $1,050, my interest rate in 1 year. I'm going to take that times 6 because it's a 6-year loan now. That number is $6,300. I'm going to add that back to my principal amount, which is $15,000, $21,300. And then I'm going to divide that by 72, because there's 72 months in 6 years. Oh my, I pushed the wrong button. Let me try that again. 21,300 divided by, not times, divided by 72. And that's $295.83. Punch it in your own calculator. You need to know where these numbers are coming from. Okay, my last one, 1,050 times 7, $7,350, plus my principal amount, so plus 15,000, it's $22,350. Divide that by 84 because there's 84 months in 7 years, and that's $266.07. So again, you can see that the longer I drag my loan out, the more interest I am going to pay, but the less my monthly payments are. So depending on my financial situation, if I can afford this each month, $337, I would definitely want to pay it on 5 years because I would save money on interest. But if I can't do $337 every month, then I'm going to have to agree for something else where my monthly payment is less. Okay, so again, I want you to do your car that you picked out and you posted on the Padlet last week. And then I want you to figure a house loan, 2 of them, and they're going to blow your mind. Okay, good luck.